and then we can add ourselves a water slide. I think going up to about 20 feet, so that's about a 10-foot rise. Well, we start at 11, so 9-foot rise would be quite a good start. Unfortunately, we can't do a down and a turn with water slides, but we can do the next best thing where we do a turn. In fact, what I want to do is every corner will be a tunnel, and then every down part won't be a tunnel. This thunder is... There's a lot of thunder in this map, apparently. And it's quite loud. At least in my headphones. Hopefully it won't be so loud for you, because I'll turn down the volume. Oh, whoops, this is meant to be... not a tunnel, sorry. I started saying the word and then I forgot to say. In fact, I think I want this to be... to go down into... yeah, we'll go down... oh, whoops. Into the land. So after that, that's a bit of a pain. Don't like it when the land is uneven like that. I wish that there was a feature that... because you can move the corner of a piece of landscape up. So I wish that there was a feature where you could move like one side, so like basically two corners up. So I could do the left side, the far side, the right side, and the bottom side. That'll be quite nice. What's interesting though is that is the normal, what's the word, height of where our track is meant to be. Okay, so hopefully this won't screw it up, because from my experience of building these, if you go down and then you go up, it kind of does mess up the track a little bit. Strange. I think we're about to join. Okay, so good thing is we've made an interesting looking water slide. Whether or not it's going to work, that is the big question. Hopefully it will work. We'll test with one water. We'll test with one. It's not going to make the crash any better if it does crash, but in my head I feel much safer. We'll put the underground view on so we can all feel sick. I mean, so we can see what it does underground, despite the fact that it's in a tunnel most of the time there. So we get to the top of the water slide, we go down and round again, and we go down and round into a big tunnel at the bottom of the ride, and then we go up into the station. I kind of worry that that's gonna screw up, but you know what? Hopefully this slide will work. Wonderful. So I actually think this water slide's okay. It's quite fast. Hopefully we can get some nice results. So it's exciting. It is quite high intensity, and it's a medium nausea rating. I think that's going to be perfect for this part. I do have to come up with a name for it, however. And secretly, I've been naming all of these rides after the J mods in the old school RuneScape team. So I had John's Twist. Space 1992 was actually an album for a band I like called Glory Hammer. That's not a J mod. Ashley Splashly, sorry, that's from Mod Ash. So I think we've got to think of Mod Kieran. Obviously I'm going to spell his name wrong because I'm terrible at spelling the name Kieran. I think that's alright. Kieran's Splash. Well, I was gonna call it Splashy, wasn't I? Oh no, Kieran Slidey. Kieran Slidey. There we go. Mock Kieran, that's for you. We're gonna make this £1.50. In fact, we're gonna make that £2. Hopefully the log flume's a bit more than that. Yeah, £2 for that. And we're gonna open it up. No, we're not gonna open it up yet. We need to have a path. There we go. Perfect. Now we can open it up. It's £2 to go on it, and hopefully people will go on it. Yeah, we've got some people going on it. That's awesome. And he's already thinking that the ride's good value. That is amazing. We literally just opened the ride and they think it's a good value. So, advertising campaign for I wanted to do it for a specific ride. It was one of the ones that I think it was Catherine's Cruises, because these pedalos haven't really got many people going on it. Although I think it might have also been the Storm I wants to advertise. But yeah, we'll check the Storm in a second. The Storm, not many people on it. No. There's a few people, so maybe we do need to get some more people interested in it. We've just unlocked the bobsled roller coaster. I think that's similar to the water slide, so I've never been that confident playing with that. But hopefully that will do fine. It's wonderful to see that a lot of people are already going on our water slide, and yeah, I don't think I've actually made a successful water slide like this before. Hopefully nothing drastic will go wrong with it later on, because I did feel that they kind of came up quite fast at the end of the water slide. But oh well, it's a fun ride, and it's fun to go on, so it's fun to watch. Unfortunately, you can't really see much of it because obviously it goes on the ground, but I think sometimes with RollerCoaster Tycoon, you have to think, I want to have this ride here, in this area, I'm going to have to go underground. Or you might be a little bit limited for space, so you're going to have to go underground. I believe the next park is called Pokey Park, and the basic concept of that park is it's very small. You can buy a few other bits of land, you can rent out some land, but it's a very small park where you got to make the most of your space. Yeah, Ashley Splashies is doing quite well. The queue time, I assume, is quite long. Where do we see the queue time? I thought it was in this tab. No, it's in this tab. Queue time's 12 minutes, so it's quite long, but it should be fine. We've got some more breakdowns. Hopefully our mechanics will be on the case. In fact, I kind of feel like the amount of breakdowns we've got, we should probably get more mechanics on the case and get all of our rides. That's not the button for all the rides. This is the button for all the rides. Get all of our rides with regular inspections every 20 minutes. So, and the wonderful thing about that is, hopefully at least, they're less likely to have issues. So, I keep forgetting where the tab is to change that. So we've done our forest flyers. We're going to do John's Twist. We'll make that 20 minutes. Every 20 minutes. Catherine's Cruisers. To be honest, with boat hire, I don't think it's that much of an issue. But oh well. Kieran Slidey. 20 minutes. Richard's Wreckers. Another 20 minutes. Space 1992. 20 minutes. And the Storm, which actually has 32 people on it, which I'm surprised at. I thought it would have less. Where are all the people on the ride then? What? Oh, there's quite a few people on this train. Although I keep looking at this area and it's just got sick on it, and completely questioning it. Yes, Forest Flyers hasn't been fixed, but we've just got more mechanics, so hopefully it will be fixed. Why is our Handyman 2 not cleaning this area? To be honest, it is a bit out the way, so maybe we need to have to change his areas, because I think he's got the biggest area. Yeah, he's got, I think, from about where John's Twist is, all the way around to... Oh, it's not that big, actually. It's just this section is kind of a bit of a pain for him to go to. Oh, he's also got, I think, all of the... this ride, what's it called? The Runaway Plumber. It's got all of the Runaway Plumber, the underground ride. So, rides-wise, we've got a bobsleigh roller coaster, which we could potentially look at creating. We don't have spiral slides, we don't have car rides, we don't have merry-go-rounds nor haunted houses. So we could look into investing in some of those. One thing that does kind of annoy me, especially because of the sound it produces, is the amount of lighting and rain we've had on this park so far. There's been a lot of storms. I remember, I think it was either 1 or 2 parks ago, it was raining in real life and then the game started to rain, and that made me laugh. Well, I thought it was quite a funny coincidence. Okay, so I think we're actually at the point where we can take away our loan. We can have a few more advertising campaigns for, say, the storm. I think that'd be quite a good advertising campaign. An advertising campaign for the park, so more people will come, they'll go on the storm. We're not going to have a loan unless we decide to build something big for a while. Hopefully we can just generate cash. So yeah, that will be good if we can just generate money. Which we are currently doing. We're doing that quite well. I feel that I've kind of got this down to a T. The one thing that is really annoying me is the amount of sick I'm seeing in the park. Why is this handyman... It's not even his area. Is it handyman 4? No. Handyman 3? No, handyman 1? Yes. Oh, he just got it. I'm actually quite happy there. It's the amount of sick I've seen in this park has been kind of annoying. Getting some more sick here. You can just about see it. But guests do complain about those issues. I think I want to get some lamps around the place actually, just brighten it up. Especially when it's just raining this much. Could encourage people just to light the decoration up the park just a little bit more. Oh, I think I just got rid of some chairs, so I'll add a couple of chairs. Definitely have some space for building things around this area of the park. We'll have to look into doing something. I keep overwriting chairs. And the lamps I add. Sure, that'll do. You can put lamps on. Apparently, you can put lamps on queues, which is interesting. Yeah, that'll probably do me for now. Just randomly adding lamps everywhere. So yeah, I was saying this area. This is quite a large section of the park we could actually build things on. One interesting thing we could probably have a look at is, can we hire any land? So is this is the area we've got? Yeah, we can build on this area. Oh, underneath it is where we've currently built, but we could also build over it, which is quite an interesting idea. We could add a ride on top of this area, and we've already got a ride underneath it, which is quite good for maximising your space. In fact, on that Poke Park that I mentioned, maybe that's some kind of strategy I could employ. Anywhere else where I've got land I can hire, rent out? No, doesn't look like it. In fact, I should probably zoom out a bit more if I'm going to be doing that. How about buying land? So we can buy a little bit of land. There's a small lake over near the go-karts where we can buy some land. A little bit of land near the entrance of the park. That's interesting. And of course the big bit where our runaway mine train goes. So there's a large area of land we can buy. So if we are really struggling for land, that's where we can go. So I think that is, well, we're in October, so this is our last month of year 1. So we're halfway through October, 18th of October. It's almost the actual date for me. Although I think this park will start releasing in early November, after our bonus video with the previous park. So yeah, we're coming up to the end of the year. How are we doing? Well, money-wise, we're fine, and we're advertising very, very well, regularly. We're getting a steel roller coaster just at the end of this month, in a few days' time. That's going to be quite good. We've unlocked a bobsleigh roller coaster, so I can see a roller coaster coming in the near future. We've also got, I suppose we might get some more food, some more thrill rides. That'd be quite good. Are we on track? That is one of the big questions. Our objective is actually to get park value. Currently our park value is 14,400, or 14,500. We need to get 15,000. So I think we're going to get that soon, and we'll just have to sort of ride that out for the next 2 years. We have just unlocked that steel roller coaster, so hopefully we can look into doing that in our second year and our third year. And our advertising campaign has just finished, so we'll probably add some more now as we're nearing the end of this park. So I quite like the idea of advertising, where is it, Kieran Slidey, and just the park in general. I think it's quite good to just keep these advertising campaigns, because it seems to be doing wonders for our guests in our park. We have a look at the amount of guests in our park is being constantly rising. I wonder if there's a maximum number of guests you can have, because that's about, I don't know, a third or so of the total graph. Maybe the graph changes. Our park rating has been a little bit bumpy, but you know what? It's been a good park rating. It's not terrible, and our objective has nothing to do with park rating, so it should be fine then. I think we can have a few more marketing campaigns, potentially, but I don't think they're going to do anything major for the park. Definitely our park value will be ticking over to 15,000, potentially at the end of this year, definitely at the start of next year. When we add some more roller coasters, more roller coasters, maybe some more thrill rides, then we can see what's happening. So yeah, we've got a few more days to the end of the. In fact, it is the 30th of October, so I should probably wrap up now. So hopefully, come back in year 2 where we'll be getting our park objective, trying to build lots of interesting rides. We'll have a lot of money because we're doing quite well with our finances. We might struggle a little bit because we will be probably doing some landscaping. That shouldn't be as bad as last time. Join me back for year 2, where I will be making all those rides and just making sure we get that park objective. I've been Lewis. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Oh, now that looks pretty cool, having the 2 roller coasters in sync, and they do pretty much the exact same thing. In fact, they do the exact same thing. I really like that.